Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going over to Vchain once again. Thank you for your support. Okay, big CoinsKid crew. So as expected, we did get a lovely little breakout. This was a lovely little move a few weeks ago, right under the compression of this resistance. We broke out, and like I said to you, I think we got a 60% trade here. It was a big move for myself and the CoinsKid crew, but I do think we'll tag this resistance and come back in for a correction to the previous pivot high. So I'm going to zoom in on a minute and see what we can see. But going forward, one thing we want to see on this particular chart, like I said to you, we're breaking out at this point of resistance. Look at that. For confidence, look at that, beautiful. And on the break we're printing the green dot, which is amazing. Okay, this indicator, you can get into your charts, go to coinskid.com, the links are in the video description right there. It's an amazing indicator. I did build it for the CoinsKid crew. I call it the CoinsKid ribbon. Look at that beautiful little signal, led to impulsive move. Right now we're getting a lovely little signal that could be foretelling of another impulsive move here. So we had an impulsive move, corrective move, and right now we're looking at a big massive impulsive move here for this particular project. Okay, so a lot of people, they don't realize that once these big moves start, they can come quite quickly. For example, once we took out that high just there, we back tested previous resistance to support, and then we went vertical just over a couple of weeks. Well, how long was that? Just around about 2 months or something, wasn't it? Huge move, and it just kept going and coming back and going and coming back. I remember that, and I remember at this point as well, I did get bearish on this particular chart because we was really overextended. We've got bearish divergence on the daily and things like that. We was looking really overextended, so I was calling for a drawback, but I hold man's up. I thought we was going to break out, and this is one of the confluencing factors why I think at this point this has just been a correction before continuation of a potential blow off top for this particular project. And Vchain is one of those confluencing factors that I look at, that the true top was in April and May of 2022. For example, if we drop the Bitcoin chart in right there, you can clearly see that Bitcoin came down and then bolted, and this why, I hold man's up. When Bitcoin was doing that, I did actually think that, we would be looking at continuation in the Vchain chart, but it came up, made the lower high and dropped. So I think that we had a bull trap on the Bitcoin chart right now. So again, we are seeing new highs for Bitcoin. We're looking at new highs potentially for Ethereum. So if we can see the follow through in this chart, then this particular golden signal that was printed, just like it did just there, leading to a big impulsive move, will come to fruition. So again, let's just respect the data from the chart. So the invalidation of this bullish move right now for Vchain is really simple. Fall below the ribbon, have a throwback back into this resistance, and this is some kind of bull trap, isn't it? But there's a bit of confluence at this level. Resistance, and this is something I do relay in the charts and the videos for those that pay attention. These downtrends, these resistance points, once you break out of them, fall back to them support, that's your go signal. That's your big move of a big impulsive move to come back up, at least to back test these points of resistance that were created on the way down of these trend lines basically. So I wish everyone most luck, but I'm going to zoom in a moment. But so far so good. We've had a lovely little move up here. We had a draw back down into the compression. Look at that, holding the ribbon, got our ass back above it, and now we're printing a green dot. So I'm looking in the future to exit my position in Vchain just through the red dot basically, but I'll try and find data in the charts that were sort of foretellers of that before we actually get it. So stay tuned. Okay, I'll try and get the Vechain videos out as best as I can, but right now I'm going to zoom in on the daily and have a look what's going on and see if we can spot anything on the daily time frame. Okay, so looking at Vchain on daily time frame, done incredibly well here off this bottom, this potential spring. Look at that, come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within the third wave, we've got subsets of waves. Within the final fifth wave, we've got subsets of wave as well. So this is what I'm looking for, and I did relay this to you in a previous video that if you're looking to take profit, because I know this come up like this and it started to come back, and everyone's like, oh no, I said to you, we've not seen 5 waves, okay, but now we've seen them. So this is what I relayed to you from this point here, the ascending triangle. You've got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5. So you've got your 5 waves. You've got to jump ship basically. The increased probability of a correction, and that's exactly what we're getting. So from this point, you got your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4, your 5. Job done, get out, and right now you're having a correction coming back. So I think the next move here, if we can see it, will be a very powerful move, and it really is simple. Taking at that pivot point 0.5472798, we take that out, or whatever exchange you're on, you take that pivot point out that we put in. Where was that? The 28th of February, which was only a few days ago, wasn't it? We take that out, I think you've got a confirmation of a third wave, and I'll be looking to ride that wave up. So the difficult part is obviously where we're going to correct to, where we're going to come back to. That's the difficult part in this analysis of crypto. It's so volatile, especially with Vchain. Look at these drawdowns, look at these major moves pulling back. So we do have big corrections and big crashes in Vchain. For example, if we take a look at this pivot point here, from this point here we came all the way back down, making a higher low. It was a 30% drawdown from this pivot point here. Look at that, on the way up we had this drawdown as well into the ribbon, 17%, and then we had this big wave 4, which is looking like it is right now. We've had a massive drawdown. Look at that, 38%. So can you stomach, a big drawdown here for VeChain? Me personally, I can, obviously, because I'm in an accumulation game with VeChain. But equally, I think that one thing you could look and wait for is just really simple. Take out that high. I think you confirm in a third wave. So what I'm looking at, technically what this is a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. And like I said to you, the 5 waves in the final 5th wave, you're done at that, and that's increasing probability of a correction. So again, if we just say, all right, well, so we looked at a 38% drawdown on wave 4. Well, if we do a 38% drawdown on wave 2, a big micro move just there. So from this point, 38%, where does it take us down to? Roughly could bring us down back into this neckline, which would be amazing. And this is actually what Bitcoin did when it broke out this resistance point in January 2023. Sorry, I do apologize. It came up like this, and out of ABC zigzag back down to neckline before going. I remember relaying this, so I'll keep an eye on this. I don't necessarily think the correction is done just yet for VeChain. I could be completely wrong, but what I'm looking for to confirm that this correction is over for VeChain is really simple. Take out that pivot point high, the 28th of February high, and I think you've got a third wave here. Now, and that third wave could be a very, very powerful wave that we could ride up. Okay, so what I'm looking at on a macro, we've got some kind of 1. This will be a wave 2 coming back as deep as it likes, but as long as it doesn't fall back into this neckline, it starts to fall under the ribbon on the weekly, and then obviously most importantly takes out that pivot low, which is the June low of 2023. Looking for the wave 2 to complete. This next wave is a third wave, and it's going to be an absolutely beast wave, okay, that's going to come up. So at a minute, I just kick back, relax, wait for more data in the charts to tell us when this correction's over. I'm looking for bullish divergence, looking for 5 waves in a C wave, and so on and so forth. So I would just kick back and relax and wait for the break of 0.5472798, and then we'll ride a lovely little third wave up together, okay, and we'll ride that beautiful vertical in the charts right there for VeChain. I wish everyone most luck, but going forward, we're just looking for highs on Ethereum. We're looking for the weekly ribbon to hold as well. I hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on VeChain. Bye bye.